do not know what happened. As soon as the chakras went by, I tried to like close another app and then like the screen froze. Like temporarily, and then it was it was scary. No, I actually uninstalled it again. I stopped using it after like what's it, Monday? Like Sunday. No, I don't. My God. What the f I'm listen, I'm Jewish in this bitch, so fuck it anyways. Oh, was it the oh, my driver freaking froze. I don't have my filters anymore. Okay, well, that's unfortunate. Oh, I'm alone. That's scary. My game looks like trash. Yeah, man, now it looks like a dull ass game of color. It's so weird. It's up though. I feel like I'm playing in black and white now. Holy shit. Dog, there's no color in this game. The color is... I play the game vanilla. I don't do anything to this game. But that's like a G-Force thing. It's not like a freaking... Here we go. Here we go. Brother, they're in the same category. There's no chance. Dog, you're just a hater that I have all the battle effects on. Brother, it's just a fireworks show. Why are you so, like... Shut the fuck up, dog. Yes! I might as well! Took you long enough to notice. Brother, all the colors are freaking the same. I need orange. I need orange. Gunbreaker. Gunbreaker needs orange. I don't have orange. Good luck. I need to pass the lightning. Get the fuck out of here. Dog, look at the stream, bro. Look at this. Look at this. Nah. Look at this. Yo, wear the color. Oh wait, it looks so much better on Discord. What the? All right, monitor issue. Monitor issue. All right, whatever. Bro, but the background looks amazing. So there's no. My wallpaper looks sick. Oh shit. Bro, at least you're not. You ain't got a bitch about it though, so that's actually good for you. I'm complaining. Damn. Just wear a blanket. There's no shot. I would sweat to death. I wear shorts until like November. Well, I wear shorts until the first snow. I need to wear shorts or else I literally might have to put a freaking green in Alaska. Bro, I got freaking enough shorts for the rainbow twice. I have all the colors, bro. All I heard was like the quiet. Like you're being haunted by a ghost. I had him north and in middle. I'm not sure if that's like the. Can you do like 2 in like south too? Yeah. Hard. Alright, I got this shit. I'm gonna tank it. Just go hard, you know? What the? He hit him with the Owamayo Shinderu. Nani? Bruh. Just keep coming. Oh, no, you know what? It's my bad? Nah. It's my bad. I had no food on. No, it's your fault now. Wait, isn't she ready for that? I'm always getting Northline. Like if I get the ice first, then I have to save my sprint for that because I usually save my sprint for when we pull away, but I'm gonna have to try and do it for afterwards. 'Cause right. I'm just trying to get comfy with the mobility because I don't want Cruz to be in the middle. So I know as soon as he blinks. Yeah, it's fine. Yeah. Yeah, right, but I don't want him to use optical in the middle because then damage doesn't go out during that part. So I sprint in order to keep him out sooner and then adjust after the fact. I'm gonna try and save it for if I get that ice, because I feel like it's safer in that case scenario. Because if I do get ice, then I can easily, you know, drop it and then pop and then. No, I'm trying to not have him middle. So I want to position him outside quickly. I know already that he's not in the. I know I have to bring him south, and then you know I focus on Brute a little bit until he comes north. Like I know that part. It's if I am late, I want to try to avoid being late with Optical, so that way he is outside in time. So I use Sprint for that part for that case scenario, but I'm gonna try to avoid doing that because I'm getting the timing down better. So I'm gonna save Sprint for if I do get ice in mine, I can pop ice and then go get mine. I got it. It's fine. No, not. I mean, no. I'm saying. So if I get ice and then have to pop mine, then it's Nisi. So in that order, I want to use Sprint for that part, so I can just quickly grab the mine. I don't know the timing of the mine, so. I'm just keep on doing. Hopefully that'll clear it up. So what I'm trying to say is that when VJCC starts, I do my rotation over, and it's all peachy keen. Yes. But when I have to take Cruz out of the center, I want to not use sprints to bring him out of the center, because I don't want him to be in the middle when he's casting Optical. That's just not good positioning of the tank. So ideally, I want to save sprints. What the? On wagon. I just lagged. Anybody else? Okay. My brutal shell didn't go off, and I was so confused. Alright. True. Got you, fam. So yeah. So essentially, if I can avoid using my sprint to bring out Cruz, then that means that I can hold my sprint in order for the part that's the mine. Okay, wait, I'm because if I hold my sprint for mine, then if I get ice, then I can use it during. If I can save my sprints, or with mine, then if I don't get ice, then I don't care. If I do get ice, then I can use it for that part. Is basically what I'm trying to think about it. But hopefully I can try and get comfortable with that part. Nah, just like chill for now. I'm like crazy lagging now. I can't attack him. Keep living, we're living. I really hope it doesn't like me this time. We'll try this out. Hopefully this doesn't like bug me out of this. What the fuck? I wasn't even there! Pango was nowhere near me! Oh, God. Alright. This is being so weird. I am struggling right now. I'm gonna just actually end the stream. It's way too laggy right now. Oh, no. It's the last one. It's the last one. Let's just try and get this out of the way. I'm lagging like crazy. Oh wait, it's because this is a... Hopefully not. No, that wouldn't make sense. Now, maybe stay a little more. Oh no. Okay. Yeah, because... Oh, wait. Is it this? This? Okay, hold on. GG. NT, NT. Good practice. Wait. Yeah, good practice, good practice. I don't know why I'm lagging, though. It's such a weird thing to be lagging in. Alright, I'm gonna log out the game. We're gonna log back in, boys. No, I'm pretty sure we're doing stuff this week. So I can ask Kronzi about doing something on Wednesday, but I don't know if it's gonna be worth, or I'm gonna be able to like do it that way though. So I don't know. Wait, where the hell is where's the launcher at? Yeah. Because yeah, I think she's been away. Like mental reset days and all that kind of stuff too. So I think we're usually doing it on Tuesdays, but I can find out if she wants to do it on Tuesdays the day if we have to do it on that day. Oh, I see, I see, I see. Okay. Um, yeah, I can ask her. I can ask her and see what the plan is. Because it like usually fluctuates between those 2 days. My filters are not fucking. So yeah, yeah, yeah. I'll let you know. I'll keep you posted. Yeah, no, because like I also feel that because we're not going to be able to do this again until Thursday is kind of like it's kind of like ugh. I do want to try and get like another day in there. I think I'd actually like that a lot, honestly. So yeah, I can keep you posted. But I need to fix my game. The color thing is gonna send me, bro. I don't know why it's doing what it's doing right now. Sure. Okay. I will and I shall. Uh, oh, what the I didn't think you can yellow that. That sounds kind of crazy. Bruh, this is just ether. Ether. Bruh, just transfer it over to Ultros. We got you, fam. Everyone is doing. Yeah, I know. Bro, my screen is big. Peace, homies. Dog, we have a problem. Where the fuck is my character at, dude? This crazy. Yo, I pressed. Okay, okay, hold on, dude. This is an issue to me right now. Where's my fucking game? Where's my character? Yo, the game is covering literally 2 screens right now. I am in shambles right now. I got it, bruh. All right, well, I still have to log in and figure out the thing with the filters. No, it's still not working. I feel like I have to just turn my whole computer off again and figure this out. Dude. Oh no, I can't click anymore. Oh, I can. My controller still works now. The lag is insane. I don't know what happened to my computer though. That starts to be so wonky. I literally can't. My mouse can't go to my left monitor. Oh, there it goes. It's everything is broken. Dog. Holy sh. Yo, why is my thing this? This doesn't even feel right, dude. Okay, well, I at least fixed the resolution. I can like kind of figure it out. Miracle. Okay. Um. Okay. Oh, don't do this to me again, bro. That's gonna be so out of pocket. No. I'm struggling right now. Okay, wait. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. No. 1, 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, up, 1, 2. 1, 2, 3, 4, up, 1, 2. Say it with me. 1, 2, 3, 4, up, 1, 2. 1, 2, 3, 4, up. Uh-oh. I'm afraid. Look at my game, dude. This is the upper corner. Like the party would be up here. Yo, the oh my god, my frame rate is crazy. Why does it look like this? It's like... Okay. We figured it out. It's fixed. It's good. It's better. Now, if I click out, click back in. Yes. Okay. It does the thing that I want. Lovely. Okay. Now, click in. Where's my filters? Oh. All right. I have no idea. I give up. I have to like go offline and figure it out. Everything is freaking slow and like semi-frozen. Why isn't this working? I need assistance. I don't know what happened. Where the fuck is the thing at? We're gonna figure it out. Hold on a second. I gotta think. Okay. Don't do that to me right now. Holy sh... Close that. Nope. Close that. Yo, where is my settings? You are not gonna sit here and tell me that I don't have an update. All right. I might as well just stay online so I figure it out because, you know, we'll be here. One more time for the boys. Actually, you know what? No, I don't. All right. I should figure out if we're doing reclay raids this week, actually. I don't know, though. Ooh. I'm, um, this red background is actually kind of crazy. Hold on, I have to change this again. I was like messing with my backgrounds. I don't like this one actually. Better. I can see clearly now. Oh my god, Kranzi, hi! We were just well, we were just talking about you. Sorta. I know you haven't been feeling well. I hope you're feeling better. Why is my filtering? Okay, I'm gonna just chalk it up. I can't. I have to reset my computer again and refix this. So I'll probably do it after. That's fine. I'll chill then. Um, I'm gonna log on to Ether and see what's up. I wonder if I can. I didn't even do reclays this week. It's okay though. What's tomorrow? Tuesday? Yeah, I don't care. Fine. We've been so neck deep in ultimates. It's been nice. It kind of sucks though, man, because I was like a man of my word about doing reclays or doing raids and whatnot this week, and it's just not. It ain't the same. Okay. Um, I need to check my performance index. Bunny, hello. Thank you. You're so sweet for checking in and stopping by before you go to bed. Totally just clock out, put the punch card in and just like, just head to bed. Oh, yeah. I was I usually like peek in Discords like every now and then just to like, just like kind of make sure and everything. So I saw that you whatchamacalled it uh said that you were feeling better and I was like, "Oh my gosh, she's awake." Yeah. So I'm glad you're doing well. Something must have knocked the wind out of you, huh? I feel like that's kind of nuts actually. Cuz I don't know if you guys did raids. Was it last week? Week before. I think it was the week before because I wasn't around. I was at a wedding. So I don't know if you're doing. I know you're not. You might. I mean, I know that you're wondering if you should do raids this week. You should totally just like relax and just rest it out. Health over wealth. He was like bedridden last week. Oh, yeah. Okay, gotcha. It's fine. It's the raid tier that's not tied to any ultimates or anything like that. So like it doesn't matter. It's like a clear it when you want to. Yeah, yeah. I wasn't. Well, so I was wondering like I don't want to intrude now because obviously like you're recovering and I want you to prioritize that for sure. Um, so I don't know if you're trying to do a stream today or sorry, tomorrow or like the day after because like scheduling and conflict and all that kind of stuff can like come into play. So with my if you were deep lurking, then you probably heard me doing the T ultimate. So I don't know if you're down to do raids on Wednesday instead of Tuesday. But if you want to, I'm down. But if not, it's okay. I don't want to like change the whole schedule up, you know what I mean? So um because my friend was asking me about us trying to do raids Monday, Tuesday, Thursday. That's kind of crazy actually. When I think about it in like a long perspective, because like I do ultimate on Sunday, ultimate on Monday. I would do ultimate on Tuesday. We do Savage Raids on Wednesday, and then we do ultimate on Thursday. And it's like I got a 9 to 5. It's crazy. Um, like well again, I don't want to necessarily intrude, but if it's because I would be beyond happy to still do raids and everything with the crew on like anytime that you guys are doing it because I know that like we've gone between Tuesday and Wednesdays, right? So if it's possible, because I don't want to set my schedule. No, I don't want to set your schedule around my schedule. Like I don't want you to have to forcefully make it like a certain day because I want it for another day because of what someone else is asking me. You know what I mean? So I feel like um you plan around your friends' schedules. Okay, well, I like again, if I'm gonna say this very politely and in the most respectful way possible. If it's possible that we can do Savage Raid on Wednesdays, I will give you my all for Wednesdays. Because that way I don't have any conflict between doing raids with you and then doing the ultimates with my T group. Because essentially they want to try and do Monday, Tuesday, Thursday. So then if we can do Savage on Wednesday, then I can have every single day like covered basically. But again, literally like if you're like, oh, we can't do like we have to do it on Tuesdays, then like that's fine. Um so yeah. But yeah, like I said, like let me know. So I mean in my personal and professional opinion, if anything, I would say like just relax and chill. Give yourself another day to recover, hydrate liquids, have all the noms, enjoy some boba, and then like use Tuesday to just do all of that, and then Yeah, if you're up for it on Wednesday, I'd be more than happy to uh raid Savage on Wednesday. I still know all the fights. So like I'm, I still the muscles haven't gone anywhere, you know what I mean? So, yeah, that's where my main set is at currently. But, like I said, if anybody's like, no, I can't do Wednesdays, let's do Tuesdays instead, then like let's just keep it at Tuesday. But if it's possible to do Wednesday, then I would love you for it. Even more so than I already do. I love you, Kronza. So you're literally like a golden girl. You know what I mean? So yeah, that is all. Thank you. Yeah, yeah, just let me know. I'll be here. I'm going to 1 second. Okay. I was gonna check out actually doing more tea, but I don't know what the 1256 old bin is. What the heck is that? Old bin. How has he been? It's been great. So for like to give you like a really long story, but I'll try and make it short and sweet. So I was asked to, do tea because, they were looking for people to fill in for the group for tea. And I was like, yeah, I want to do tea, but I had like a condition, right? The condition was like on two scenarios, it was like one, I want to play tank. So they checkbox that. I'm gonna smack you, don't smack me, please. Um, yeah, I was gonna play tank specifically, and then I wanted to play main tank and play gunbreaker. But if there was a scenario where the tank composition would change how the rating things went in what order, whatever, then I had to chalk it up. So basically, long story short, because my friend is playing warrior and I'm playing gunbreaker, specifically that composition, it's much better to have the warrior go first because of how the stuff works for the invulns. So, him being a warrior, me being gunbreaker, he can invuln a certain mechanic and have it up by another certain phase, which is cool. And then I do the same thing as gunbreaker, which makes it super easy for us to just kind of like turn our brains off a little bit. So I'm playing off tank. I'm playing off tank gunbreaker. I'm cool with it because I'm just doing a gunbreaker. I'm just doing gunbreaker and an ultimate and having fun, so I like that. And it's been good. It's been honestly very good. I definitely had like a panic attack is the wrong word because I definitely wasn't panicking, but uh like I was calm and collective when we were progging it the first day last week. But the issue is that there was like a lot of details that I missed that people I guess just like naturally just like knew. And I think like at some point my friend kind of gave me the rundown, and so she was like, oh yeah, like like we do this during that part, and it's like you do this during this because of this part, and like it went in one ear but it went out the other. So like there were certain things that were talked about that I guess like was said so quickly and so subtly that I didn't really think about it. So I was like, oh, in the very beginning of the phase, you're fighting two different versions of living liquid. So there's a moment in time where my co-tank basically takes two tank busters by himself. So I was losing aggro by my ad, which I didn't register why. So I was like, okay, why am I losing aggro? And I just didn't get it. So I tried to figure that out, and then my panic out loud was like, why am I losing aggro? And he's like, oh, because I'm invoking it. And I'm like, why? And he's like, oh, because like the tank buster. And I was like, oh. So like they said it. I didn't register it, but they said it. So I was like, okay, this is interesting. But it makes sense to me. So now, once I figured that part out, I was good for the rest of the entire phase. So like phase one for me is very easy. Like I've got it down pat. I'm chilling. I'm cozy. Uh, phase two is where I'm at. I'm trying to figure out just a lot of really small nuance things. I know the fight like memory wise, mechanic execution wise, like I know what happens where and when, but I don't exactly know it like to the T where like I have to go and do certain things and that sort of thing. I think we're all collectively trying to figure that out. So like earlier I was asking a question about or I had a thought process in my head about how I wanted to maneuver the boss without using sprint versus using sprint. So I probably over explained why I was trying to not use sprint, and then the short answer I got was like, you don't have to use it. And it's like I know, but I don't want to be late because obviously like if I don't do my part, everyone dies. So I'm trying to, I'm just trying to clean that up basically and make sure that I'm not yeah, I'm the gamiest gamer. Thank you. Well, your belief in me will literally allow me to thrive in my best form, and I hope in the future opportunity that you do T and you need a tank, I will be there for you. I have to just figure out what tank, you know, would I play since you're playing Paladin, and I'm curious as to what that would be. I would like do you ever main tank? I'm just very curious. I don't know if you've ever main tank before. I know that you've been playing off tank for Savage Raids for like a while, but I wasn't sure if you like main tank or not. You should main tank T. I think you'd be phenomenal at it. Although I don't know how Paladin works in T as a thing. I am T after I finish tiers. Oh, okay. Gotcha. So you clear the tier and then you learn as OT. Got it, got it, got it, got it. Okay. That makes sense. See, I'm backwards. I want to MT. I don't want to be MT, but by MTing, I learn OT. So like it's just a natural like I'm learning both roles at the same time, basically. Used to do MT and do calls once you learn everything beforehand. Ah, yeah, because I remember you doing MT during P8, and whatnot. I was like watching it periodically. I've seen you do like MT stuff, so that makes total sense to me. So, all right. W's. Yeah, because I usually I don't like being OT. There's just something because I think it's like a co-tank thing. Not that my other co-tank is like a bad tank, but it's like if they are um what was it? It wasn't during the tiers that I was tanking, but it was the tiers when I wasn't tanking. Usually the main tank would pull the boss in such a weird direction or like a weird place, and it bothered me that I was like, bro, I'm gonna tank it if you don't keep the boss in the middle or something like that. You know what I mean? So I think I play main tank for that reason primarily. I want to specifically keep the boss's control positioning correct. Because once I know it, I'm pretty good at keeping it consistent. But when I'm learning it, then I try to minimize the movement as much as possible, which can or can't be a problem depending on the fight, basically. So, but yeah, I think in most case scenarios, I try and play empty if I could. If I, but like if the way how the tanks work is like, oh, like it's just better for Gunbreaker to be OT, then I will stick with that and be OT. PF is the most inconsistent. Yeah, well, that's the reason why too. Because PF is inconsistent too. Like I don't like the random other tank being main tank because like there have been so many scenarios where like I have seen them just the boss is like just not in the middle when they're supposed to be in the middle, and it's like, bro, like I'm gonna literally just take over because you can't keep him in the middle. Yeah. So I don't want to be rude though. So I try and be very friendly. So to make it really easy for me to be friendly, I just want main tank. But yeah, otherwise it's like, well, if someone has a preference, and I'm like, okay, fine. Like if you can't do off tank, I'll do off tank. But I feel like it's weird though. I feel like if you are learning one role side, you should automatically be learning both sides. Not even by just like actual practice, but just through doing the fight in general. There's a side of that progression in rating that I just don't register. Like if I'm playing one role, then I'm usually learning every other role that kind of comes into place with it. The only thing that might be different is like tank or is healer because like you're not, you're doing a lot of healing too on top of like damage. Because tanking is actually really easy in a Savage Raid. Like If something is about to be an AoE, you just use your, you know, AoE mitigation. If it looks and sounds like a tank buster, just use cooldowns and then figure out which ones that you don't have to use, that kind of thing. Hmm. Something to work on being more flexible on classes. I get that. I mean, I think with Savage, it just depends on your playstyle, but with Savage, I think it's a lot easier to flex with classes just because the requirement for a lot of the raids isn't super heavy, but it also depends on the fight. Like in P9, it's really easy to pick up any job, and then as long as you know the mechanics and you mechanically just play it safe, you should be fine. Even if you go from tank to heal to DPS or whatever that it is. Um, I think P10 not so much. Like P10, I think is a fight where it's really it's a really big shift on execution between certain roles. Like if you're gonna go from tank to DPS, it's easier for sure. But if you go from DPS to tank or DPS to healer, it's like a frog in my throat. Yeah, going from DPS to support is like very difficult. Just because, mechanical execution is a really tough situation that you put yourself in for P10. P11, you can flex anything. It doesn't matter. The only thing that really matters is like your positioning, because that'll be different. But in terms of what you do and how you do things, it's all the same. So P9 and P11 are really easy to flex between all roles. P10 and P12 definitely no. Like P12, well, no. If you go from like support to DPS, it's definitely it's a shift. DPS is well, DPS isn't really hard. It's only hard to DPS if your DPS is low, because your pivot of being able to buff your teammates, like the expectation of damage that comes out from a DPS is the bar is set usually pretty high. So like if you don't if you play DPS and then you don't do a lot of damage, people are kind of like, that's kind of weird, you know what I mean? So, but like you don't really have to worry about it, because like with DPS, the gear is so much more important for output for DPS than it is for support. Because like if I'm if I'm playing Reaper and my gear is at 640, and I'm also going up against a Reaper whose gear is 660, and if we both do the exact same rotation, there's a significant difference in DPS output that comes between both of us being the same job. So, like, if you don't do good numbers as a DPS, then that's going to become an issue. Like, it's the same thing applies for all the roles though too. Like, if you're not doing good damage as a tank, that's an issue also. And same thing with healing. But the bar for those two is set lower, because you can get a high number despite like your damage not being as high as it could be, because again the tanks and the healers fall under the same problem, where like if their gear is low, then their damage is also expected to be low at first, but then as you get better gear, your number will just naturally go up. So the thing is, like, you definitely don't have to put pressure on yourself for doing numbers until you mechanically figure it out, because when you're mechanically progging, it's like once you figure out the mechanic, then you should be able to turn your brain off and do the mechanic, but then figure out how to maximize your DPS output during that segment. So for doing T, Liquid is a good example of this. Like since the mitigation is so much more critical as a support, it's mostly important for me to be a tank and mitigate what I need to survive, because the damage that I get as a tank is extremely high. So if I literally am missing a mitigation, then there's just a higher chance of me dying. So I focus on being able to do my mitigation properly, and then once I mechanically know what to do as a tank, then I figure out how to press all my buttons correctly until everything kind of slows down in your brain, and then at that point, it's just a matter of just rinse and repeating. And then once you figure out the order of all the buttons you're supposed to press, because it's the same button pressed literally like every single time, usually, then you have to just polish it, press it faster, use it sooner, or time it correctly with the window of opportunity for damage and all that kind of stuff too. So all of it just depends on all those factors usually. You gotta just get comfortable. Like once you're comfortable, it's not, you know, it's not too much pressure. So, but I think also if you put pressure on yourself to do high numbers and your numbers are low, then you're going to beat yourself up for it. You shouldn't do that. Because like I don't like me and like I know how well I can perform. So I don't care about my numbers at all until I literally have good enough gear where it actually ends up mattering. Because if you have a whole group of people that are able to press their buttons, then there are some times where you can just skip an entire phase or like an entire mechanic. And if your DPS is low to prevent that mechanic from being skipped, then that's when you have to focus on doing better for that part. But that's like rare. So I would say definitely don't give yourself as much pressure as you might be because of the fact that like you want to do better. Like if you get like a green, like that's fine. If you get like a medium number, that's fine. Just don't get a zero. If you get a zero, then that's gonna be a problem. So right. So like if you beat yourself up already enough with low gear as a tank, then that's already something that you have to throw out in the mind. You have to throw that concept out of your mind very quickly because as you get better gear, you literally get stronger and then things don't hurt you as much and you do more damage to the boss. So the only time the only time where low gear is a real issue actual is in an ultimate, but in a savage raid, it's so like whatever. At least at the beginning it's different because at the beginning when the tier comes out, everyone has low gear, everyone does, so everyone has to try really hard and put in so much effort. But as you start building up on like tome gear and working on tome gear and then getting the pieces from the raids and all the other stuff too, then statistically everything starts going up a little bit. So like if you get better gear and you're like, oh my god, my number's so much higher, that's amazing. Like it's you have to do that, you have to think about doing the same fight you just did with lower gear, and if you can get the same number, that's good. But if you get a low number, right, then it's kind of like, all right, well, you got a higher number, but like you have also higher gear, right? So that's why that's why it shouldn't really be the number one thing in your mind that you got to focus on. You should be able to just like turn your brain off and then just do the mechanics with a fight. Because that's what I do. When I do savage raids, I don't even pay attention to the raid. I just I'm over here watching television and then just like pressing buttons and then doing the fight. Because because it's the same thing every single time. Like my hands kind of. Is that why I'm so good? No, I wouldn't. I wouldn't say that. I I've just been playing the game for a really long time, and I figured out what helps me be comfortable. Like that's really the truth to it. Because every single fight in this game, like it's kind of a hot take, but there's no fight in this game that's hard enough that like it's impossible to clear. Every single fight is really easy once you can turn your brain off and just do the fight. Like that rule applies to every fight in this game. Like ultimates included, even with top and DSR. Like in DSR, I turn my brain off for the first 5 phases because I just know it all. Because I've just sat there constantly just practicing and figuring out positioning. Obviously there's moments in time where like you have to actually look and like quickly see that, oh, I have three or two, I go here or there. But even that part too ends up being really easy because the strategy that's being implemented is just it lets you automatically, there's only ever one or two places you go to. So it's like, people who play this game that come up with the strategies, they make sure that it's only like left or right, not left, right, up, down. So once you figure out that it's just either one of those two, it's not that bad. Like with what is it? Like with T in phase one, I do the same thing every single time. The order and everything that I do, nothing changes for the first phase. I press the same buttons in the same order, the same way every single time, and it's never different. Never. So once I get that figured out, then I can figure out, oh, like what else can I add that is or isn't an issue? Or like what else can I do to do more damage? These things end up coming into mindsets. So That's what phase one, like phase one for T is really easy once you figure out that it's the same thing every single time. Phase two is different because like phase two, um, there's more left or rights that I have to deal with. Because there's the Nisi, like the debuff that you get above your head that spins around in the colors, whatever. If I get that or not, it's gonna dictate how I move. Usually it's the same, but I just have to be either extra careful or less careful, right? So that's my first left and right. The second left and right is when I have to. There's a part where there's like a blue circle around me, and then there's a water whirlpool thing nearby. I have to basically freeze that with the circle that I have. So my left is that either I don't get that, so I don't care, or my right is that I get it and I have to go fix that. So it's literally either one or two options. So instead of freaking out and being like, oh my God, like, what do I do? I have this thing. It's like, okay, either left or right. I treat that way. I have that mentality for every single mechanic in the game, and it literally makes my brain just like, you know. And then once I'm comfortable with it, that's, then I'm like, okay, cool. I can do the whole phase, and I turn my brain off until we get to the next part. Then that second phase would just be me basically polishing up all the buttons and like the order, because if you use a button too early, then it's like, okay, well, I used it too early, so now I have to figure out what the timing is and using it later or earlier. So the other thing you get to keep in mind is that literally everyone makes mistakes. Even the number one player in the entire world, that kid is ass. That player is also just not good. That player has moments as well where you think he performs really well. He definitely is in the same boat as we all are. That person is also learning the fight in the same fashion that we are. Do they pick it up faster and sooner? Sometimes actually no, Like I've rated with some players that are like the top 10 players in the world. I have. And sometimes I look at their positioning and their placement and what they do sometimes, and I'm like, what are you guys like? You're making it so much more complicated than it needs to be, you know. So some people just, it's just how it is sometimes. So everyone learns in the same boat, and like you play with some of the top level players, literally in the entire freaking world of the game. So you don't have to like put so much pressure on you. It's already, everyone already puts that pressure on themselves sometimes, but then once you start getting comfortable, that pressure gets lifted pretty quickly. And I'm in that same boat too. So you should give yourself credit, because literally there's a very small population of players who even do Savage. There's a very small population of players who even like touched an ultimate, you know? So it's good that you learn and you adapt and you adjust and you figure it out, because there's not that many players who can even do that. So me too. Listen, there's moments in time where like I'm gonna run into a phase, into a fight where I literally have no idea. I can even give you an example. I wasn't really streaming during Shadowbringers, but like when I was in Shadowbringers, I was playing, God, what job was it? It must have been Samurai or Tank or something, but no, I was playing Tank actually. I remember this very clearly now that I think about it. I was playing Tank. In Seed of Sacrifice, the Warrior of Light Trial, there was the easiest mechanic. I couldn't figure it out for an eternity. And my friends were like, "How are you so dumb? It's this easy." And I'm like, "I literally don't get it. So like sue me." And they roasted me for an hour about it, and it was fine. So it just depends on who you learn from too. Like if you learn from me, then I feel like that's actually like it's a nice compliment, because I'm kind of like, but like I try to be the best teacher that I can. But I don't expect people to think that I'm actually like as good of a teacher as I could be, because like, like I said, like I'm not number one, but like I'm good enough that like I'm calm and comfortable about doing what I have to do. That's why like when we do reclears, I you know I don't think about the fight. I just do it, and then where to go and how to do whatever, it's like very quick and easy for me. I mean, for me personally, at least. So like my comfort, I can teach you how to be comfortable. I can't teach you how to be better. I think it's really is my philosophy, because that's what I do for myself. Until I start until I start entering that top 1% section of the world where like I'm over here in the gameplay style of all things, then like I have nothing to say. I can't brag about anything. Like it's not a yeah. So just everything is time and patience. So, give it some time. When you clear DSR, you're gonna have that Heaven's Legend title, and you're gonna wear that with pride because you put yourself through time and time to practice. Because everybody can clear DSR. If I can clear DSR, anybody can clear DSR. If it's technically cleared, if I can clear it. Fight's not hard. Fight is very fight has a lot of nonsense going on. But like that fight isn't hard enough. It's not impossible for me to clear. No. Same thing with top. Like I haven't even touched top because I'm trying to get the I'm trying to be like a YouTuber, so I need to like get the reaction of going into top for the first time. But once I see top and I figure out where to go and the mechanics for it, fight is not hard. Anybody can do top with time and effort and practice. 100%. Now some people might be like, no, like there's moments in time where it's like, no. The answer is no. The fight, that fight's not hard. So now I'm gonna get thrown under the bus by somebody for saying that and be like, oh, like Session said that the fight's not hard. And I'm about to be like, no, it's not. Like it's just, because like there are people who still, okay, people who are still trying to do P1 right now, okay. Eric Thonius, like, yo, people still can't do P1. They're stuck in full four or fourfold fanfold, whatever that, the freaking chain thing, the four chain thing. People are still stuck in that fight mechanic right now too. Like I saw it earlier. Over the weekend I joined a P1 party just to kind of get my. I wanted to go in as a tank. I didn't actually tank that tier, so I had no idea how to tank it. So I went to P1. People still do not understand how timer strat works for fourfolds. And you're like, what? That mechanic is easy. You just sit there and don't do anything. It's like, yeah. But like some people don't get it. So like I said, you gotta give yourself more credit. And take that pressure bar and bring it to about like here. Straight up. Tomorrow's Tuesday. I was gonna do like daily stuff, but I think I'll pass on it. I already maxed out my both my mains, so I'm kind of chilling. But yeah, yeah. Also, like here's the truth. The last truth I'm gonna say before I head on out of here is that don't be afraid to ask questions. I literally was doing T. I was doing T, and my co-tank, has cleared every ultimate multiple times. And he's a very chill dude, and I respect the F out of him. He's such a homie. And I'm like, so I asked him a very basic question. Like, okay, does the timing of the thing, is it ice, mine, lightning? And he's just like, yes. And I'm like, okay, cool. He's like, yeah. So like you'll grab if you get the circle, stand over here. You want to stand like right about here, and then you stay there until it goes off. Then you go get the thing, and then you come see me, and then that's it. And then even when I made a mistake, he was like, hello, and he roasted me. Like it wasn't like yo, like you're stupid, do it correctly. He wasn't like that at all. He was just like, he made it. It was very chill because it was the first time I had that moment. So of course, like I'm not gonna get it right on my first try, because that's the truth, right? No one ever gets it right on their first try. And I think that's the important takeaway message. Everybody messes it up on their first try because they have to. No one ever gets it right the first time. You know? So that's it. That way the anxiety can go from like a 13 out of 10 to about a 4. And then if you're running raids with people that then when you're like apologizing and they're like, it's fine. Or they're like, or they make fun of you for it, but like they love you, you know what I mean? Then you know that you're comfortable. And that's the beauty behind it too. Because like raiding with friends is actually fun. I wouldn't be doing T right now through Party Finder if like I was afraid of making mistakes with whatever. And like I'm not. I've done T in Party Finder, and like everyone has that same mentality. Everyone's afraid of messing up because they think that someone is gonna throw them in front of the bus for making a mistake. And it's like, we're all here to prog. It's a practice run. It's not like you're joining the fight and then you're like, I know how to clear this fight. Fight's easy. You're not really coming in with confidence, and but then you've never done it before. You know what I mean? So Mic drop. Okay. Today is Monday. Tomorrow is Tuesday. Um, hmm. I gotta think about this. I'm claiming you on your free days when I start T. Literally, like you can be like session. We're starting in an hour. If I'm not doing anything in an hour, you're like, yo, session slash Adele, whichever one you want to call me. I go by Adele. My character's name is Adele, so Adele, like the singer. Yes. Never will I find somebody like you. I wish nothing for the best. No, I'm kidding. Yeah, you can be like, hey, I'm doing tea on like in an hour. Are you around? I'll be like, yeah. What job am I playing? That's always my first question. My first question is, what job am I playing? And you'll be like, oh, you're gonna be playing this with me, and I'll be like, okay, cool. I'm sign me in. That's literally gonna be it. So every single time, and if you're like, because again, when you were asking about doing raids with um for this tier of Savage, I was like, oh yeah, I mean, I'm tanking this tier. And then you were like, oh well, like, Kara's playing tank, so like, can you play something else? And I was like, yeah, like what spots are available? That was the first question I asked. And then you were like, oh yeah, like you can play melee. And I was like, cool, I'm gonna play this melee. Is this one taken? No? Cool. This is mine. That's it. Then, because again, like I like to try to adapt. So in that case scenario, right? Because no, my name is not actually Adele, like the singer. No, that's just my character's name in game. I go by Jack IRL. So now you have the revelational truth. My name is Jack. Nice to meet you. I know. I feel like everyone doesn't really know my actual name, so it's kind of like what? Yeah. So those are my three names. You got Session, you got Jack, and you got Adele. So and I go by like here's the thing, the 14 community that knows me in my friend circle, whatever, they all call me Adele in real life. Yeah, so it's whatever the preference ends up being. Yeah, now you know my secret, and now I have to find you and give you a hug. Yeah, so yeah, like I said, if you ever like you can just ask. I'm not like a person who's like, oh, like I only go by my in-game alias, like that's it. No, it doesn't matter to me. I don't care. You know. So yeah. Anywho, there I am in a nutshell. Yeah, it's funny because I wasn't really a stickler for trying to specifically like keep my name like a secret. Start calling you Jack. Listen, that's fine. Everywhere. True. Well, the thing is, like, you also have it very clearly put, like, your name is Kronzi or Karen, but like, the thing is that your persona is like perfect because it's like I'm the nice Karen, and it's like, is she lying? Oh, it's true. Oh shit, that's true. Right? Like, I can't. There's no like, what the? Oh, nope. Okay, never mind. I'm on my island right now in the game. I'm trying to figure out my filters. I was trying to figure it out. Anyways. Yeah, like I said, if you're streaming, like if you're streaming and I'm in the party, and you know what I mean, it's like, oh, Jack is whatever, and everyone's like, who the fuck is Jack? Like that's I'll be like, hello. People are gonna be very like surprised by it. That's fine. Because it'd be different if I like didn't like my name, but I love my name. But nobody, everyone's tries to figure out what the in-game name is. So there you go. They will actually be very shocked by that answer, honestly. You know what though? That's so true. I like here's the thing. The humble version of myself would be like, "Oh, that's me." But then like if I was trolling, I'd be like, "Who?" And you'd be like, "Session." And I'd be like, "What's up?" And you're like, "Your name is Jack." And I'm like, "No. What the fuck is that?" Yeah. So, I usually am but like nobody that like the thing is that everyone who knows me in real life either knows me as either my game name in 14 or my Twitch name. And also, like, I don't know, everyone takes my You either take my stream name and you nickname it, or you take my character name and you nickname it. It's never been like a real one, you know. So now you know the secret. And to the other two people watching, they don't, you know what I mean? They probably know my name too, so it's fine. So the number of people who know my actual name now is a very small number. So you have to keep it a secret, put it in a bottle, seal it up, right? But don't get cocky with it. Yeah. Uh, Man, I gotta fix this filter thing. It doesn't. I literally have to reset my entire computer. I'm pretty sure it's what it is. I was gonna craft. I'm a manual crafter, so like I had to put these fingers to work. True. All right. Now it's just a matter of time before I find out where you live and my social security number. I live in New York City. My address is 72 West Boulevard in New York, New York. All right. My zip code or my social security is 731 42 9631. Come see me. I made I made none of that up. That's all real information. Imagine. I'm 6'1", 250 pounds. You know what I'm saying? Big just over here. I wear sunglasses on an everyday basis. I got a tennis thing for a shirt. Am I serious? Yeah. You want my credit card information? 4072 4072. Oh shit, what is it? 4072. I don't know the rest. I only know the first four digits and the last four. 2219. Boom. Listen, the universe already has all my info, so like you might as well just kind of whatever with it. You know what I mean? It's fine. New York is all honestly like it's lovely. My recommendation though, can you crash for free? Yeah, I have people come to my house literally all the time. My sister comes up whenever she wants to. I have my homegirl whenever she's like trying to get away from like Manhattan because she like has lived in the city, but like where I live, it's still in the city, but it's like super quiet and like a little hipsterish. So when she wants to try and check out some of the coffee places nearby, she's like, "Oh my God, Jack, let's go get coffee over here." And I'm like, "Yeah, sounds good." And then we literally sit here. I get another chair. We sit right here and we just watch Netflix. And then we just drink coffee and she stays over like every other day when she wants to. She has a key to my house, but she usually doesn't. She doesn't usually doesn't like come over unless like I'm like if I'm streaming. She's like no, because she doesn't want to be on the stream camera. She's like not unless unless she is here. Then she literally goes over there to my living room and then she literally doesn't say a word. She's quiet. Yeah. And then she'll literally be watching Netflix over there too. So in a rare case scenario, if like because all my lights in my office right now are off. So this is just the lighting that you're seeing right now is coming from my monitors. If you see like flickering light behind me, that's because the TV is on and someone's in my house. That's how you can tell that someone's like here. Till you said hi, for sure. Yeah. I will definitely I will definitely I'll let her know. Shout out to Tara. Tara is no, 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 no. I'm not really like no, she's not the girly. I don't have a girl right now. I haven't actually been like It's been like 2 years, I want to say. Could she be? Uh, no, no. We've been friends for so long that like it's not one of those things where like there's no spark, right? Like between either one of us, like there's no attraction in that magnitude at all. Like, but if she was, if like, okay, so I can paint you a story. There was a moment in time where, no, it's not possible. That's not how that works. No, story time though. She went to a club here in the city, and then she was staying at a friend's house, not my house, obviously, but she was staying at somebody else's house. And so she was like, "Oh my god, like, can I get an Uber and crash at your place because like my friend is sleeping and I don't want to wake her up." So she took a cab to come to my house. Um, but then at the same time, while she was waiting for a cab, she was on the phone with me, and then I guess like some dude was like hitting on her or something crazy weird, whatever that it was. I have no idea. I ended up, you know, FaceTiming her so that the face can be put to me that it's like, oh, I'm on the phone. And so she was like, oh yeah, like I'm on the phone right now with somebody, like, and like, I'm busy. And then the guy, I guess, was hitting on her in front of me, and then I was just like, yo, like, back up. She's coming to my house, right? So like I will, like, what I'm basically saying is that she's not like the girl, but I will still protect her with my life, kind of ordeal. You know what I mean? So I feel like I'm really protective of my friends. I'm on like some bodyguard dad mode nonsense half the time. So yeah, I'm just naturally like a caregiver. I guess that's the word I'm thinking about. I just naturally like to take care of my friends. Now it's not like a, hey, like, I need $100, can I get some, thank you, bye. No, it's not like that. But like, my friends are doing their thing, but if they're like, oh my god, like, you know I'm afraid to be home today because, like, the neighborhood is crazy, then it's like, yeah, just come to my house, and I can cook you something, and then we can just chill, and then whatever you know so I like to be supportive for my friends. There was a time I got into a fight, and it was insane, actually. And I didn't even know the couple. Like, we didn't know either person. Me and all my friends were out like bar drinking and whatever. We were outside, and there was like these two people fighting, and the guy was definitely some lame the button down plaited shirt wearing jean having sneaker whatever kid, and he essentially like almost hit his girlfriend in front of everybody, and I like, oh yeah, like I'm not violent, but like, if there's anything that I don't like is when like a woman is being attacked by anybody. So yeah, like, if because these two people were in a couple together, they were dating. I didn't know either person, but they were dating, and then he was yelling at her, she was crying. It was very clear who was the person at fault. So before he had a chance to do anything, I just hit him with the 1-2, and then that was it. So he and I got into a fight. I fought him because he was basically being rude to his girlfriend. And I do that for any person, though. I just really don't like to. I don't like to get violent, but I also don't really like to see it, because I will just I'll get defensive. Yeah. Like, again, another scenario. I was at a nightclub. Everybody was looking all hot and freaking crazy and looking amazing, whatever. I wasn't supposed to go. I was sitting here playing Final Fantasy 14, and then my friend, oh, love that girl. She called me, and she was like, Jack, and I was like, what's up? She was like, can you come to the club? And I was like, is everything okay? And she was like, yeah, it's like there's like the four of us. We're all here having fun and a great time, but there's these two guys that are being really weird, and like they're kind of being, weird. And I was like, oh, okay. Yeah, give me an hour. No, give me like 45 minutes. I'll be there as soon as I can. So I literally threw on a freaking club outfit, took a cab straight over, walked in, and then they were like, oh my God, like, they were all drunk. So they all like ran at me and hugs and kisses and blah, 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 whatever. Um, and then the friend, like, while we were hugging on some secret, she like hugged me, and then in my ear was like, oh, it's the guy in the red jacket and then the black shirt. And I was like, oh, okay, I got you. So then I was like, oh my god, and I grab a drink and we go sit down, and then the guy's getting all touchy feely, and I'm like, yo, what's up, dude? Yo, do me a favor. Can you go over there? I'm trying to sit here. Thank you. And then I just make him leave. Like, I'm not afraid to make things awkward and uncomfortable for other people. because it's my friends. What if I'm violent and I came to New York and I threw an ice cream sandwich at you and laughed and ran away? Um, well, that's gonna be a problem for you because that's like a $6 ice cream, and chances are pretty high I'm gonna pick that up and go find a dog to give it to and just let him have fun with it. So you're losing out on $6. Also, I've been through so much worse than a ice cream being thrown at me. What? Do you think that an ice cream is gonna be a violent attack on my persona? Heck no. It has been, yeah, it has been quite crazy. You got to remember, I am a I am a Hispanic, tall, dark man from New York. I've definitely been through some nonsense in the world. The thing is, like, everyone is always so dumbfounded by me because, like, I just have stories to tell. I brought a puppy, brought him to my house. What, and he pooped all over the place? Then you clean it up. And then you don't get to keep the puppy. It's my puppy. Take him away. See, that's not gonna happen though, because the puppy is gonna be so comfortable with my scent and me that, like, I'm gonna keep the puppy, and you can't keep the puppy. You're not gonna come out of nowhere and tell me that I can't finish a large popcorn when I literally finished two of them when I was watching the Barbie movie during the wedding weekend. There's no chance. You weren't there, but me and my friend ordered a popcorn. She didn't even eat it all. I had the whole thing and half more. Also, we saw the Barbie movie. Not what I thought, honestly. It was really good, but like, uh, it like the thing is, I didn't actually, you kind of like know the premise through like a trailer or you read up about it, like what the movie's about. I had no idea what the premise of the Barbie movie was. We just went to go see it, and it was so good. But I was thinking something entirely different, and I'm not going to give any spoilers, even if you have seen it, just for the sake of it all. So when I did see it, I was like, oh, they're going in that direction. That's kind of weird. But I got it, and it made sense. So give me more. I'm not even a popcorn guy at the movies. I would prefer the nachos or the pretzel. Yeah. So Al is a friend that I met in real life after us hanging out. That was not correct English. Al is a friend that I met through Final Fantasy 14 that I ended up meeting later on in real life. Boom. There you go. So we have physically seen each other in person more, like, on several occasions. And we went to go get food or see a movie and that sort of thing. I think I got a full small. I'm pretty sure I got nachos and yeah, I got nachos. Probably that's it. I wasn't hungry. I ate beforehand. I'm sure that I did. Meanwhile, you had a bucket of popcorn and that not a single kernel survived. It was lit actually. I love how like Kronzi's trying to think of like evil deeds that would, try and get me triggered. But like, you don't understand. I have the patience of a sloth, bro. I'm very, very patient. I also have an answer to everything. What if you went to go see a super big movie? I bought nachos and I drop them right in front of you. Listen, I'm literally, I'm literally just gonna eat them. The clothes at the movies are designed to get messy, so I literally will just eat regardless. Because when I hand grab popcorn, it ends up all over the clothing anyways. So like nachos is in the same boat, and you had to get plenty of napkins. Oh my god, give me a metal rice bowl and tell me it's hot, bruh. That listen, like I'm a dummy, okay? So we already know that. Honestly, the only way to make him really upset is if you spoil something for him. I'm so serious. That's listen, like if there's something that I fucking hate is spoilers, man. Like, oh my god. I like, oh, I hate spoilers. Like, you don't understand, okay? So when Final Fantasy 16 was a thing, I bought the game and I couldn't play it for a really long time. I still haven't even completed the game. I only got to play it for 15 minutes, and that's even like not even like the correct. I literally, when people were like, "Oh, um, the character's name," I was like, "Shut up! I don't want to know. I don't want to know the. I don't want to know a single detail. I want to know literally zero context." You're like, "Oh, the character's hair color is." Shut the fuck up! I don't care. I don't want to know. I did burn my thumb when we get to get. Yeah, it was really bad. Like I said, dummy. All right, I was dumb. Same thing with like, oh, like he has a sword. Shut up. I don't care. Don't tell me a single thing, especially if it's for a game or a movie or anything. It doesn't matter what it is. If you literally tell me, oh, like there's an E in the name, I'm gonna get mad at you. Like I'm not even joking. If you're like, oh, the main character's name has an A in it, I'll literally be so pissed at you. Like, if I don't know, if I literally, because I will make the announcement, I'll make it a very clear announcement. So, like, what's a really good example? No, I haven't seen Oppenheimer, and if you spoil it for me, I'm gonna be actually frustrated because I do want to go see it because I heard that it was a really good movie. The thing is that I haven't even looked up anything about the movie. I literally know nothing about it. All I know is that there's certain actors in it, and that's literally it. If you literally, if you literally spoil it for me, I'm gonna be actually so angry. Be so angry. Kronza, you are treading on water. Guess what? You're Adele's Warrior of Light. That's that letter A. I'll be so pissed. Is a thing? God, you guys are so annoying. Y'all are just trying to just trigger me, and it's not gonna be good. I'm gonna be so angry. Oh man, I forgot what it was, dude. You know, I'll give you a very prime example of this. I'm gonna give you such a prime example. So I had a friend, okay, I had a friend who I have known since like 2009. We've been friends since 2009. We're still friends today, but I don't, we're on two different parts of the world now, so it's kind of whatever. So like, there was basically a moment in time where I was really, if you don't know it, there's a video game that was on Xbox called Gears of War. It's like a shooting game. It's really violent. It's got a really fantastic story. So I was really into it when I was playing Xbox. So I played the first two, and then the third one was out. But I was so big on playing Call of Duty that I didn't play Gears of War the third one. So literally, my friend beat the story mode and he was like, "Oh my god, did you get to the part where this happened?" And I was like, "You did not just do that." And he was genuine too. And he was like, "Yeah, dude, like this part happened." I literally didn't talk to him from 2009 to 2017. I didn't talk to him for 8 years deliberately because of that. I was like, yo, listen, don't talk to me. You're not going to call Korean barbecue hot pot and say that you learned it from me? There's no way. That's not how that works. Did you know that there's a thing that happens, the whole movie circles around it? Whatever, Karen. You do what you have to do. That is not enough information, so I'm fine. The Adele thing with the letter A. That's funny. He never had Korean barbecue and called it hot pot at first. I judged him so hard. Listen, I already made it very clear that I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I forget. Listen, I don't know. All right. It was my first time. I'm uncultured. Did you know that A, E, I, O, U are vowels? Explain the sometimes Y and sometimes W and sometimes H. You fucking called the plot. You know what's funny? If I literally didn't understand the sentence of the whole movie circles around it thing, I would have been mad about that. But I knew that you were talking about the plot, so that wasn't an issue. If I was dumber and I didn't get that, I would have been actually so angry. Because maybe some things doesn't always revolve around the plot, you know what I mean? Bruh, I would have been pissed. Yeah. Not a good example, though. It's fine. Also, don't mind me. I'm literally trying to do the Moonfire, sorry, the Moonfire Fair event right now on like an alt. But I've done it already with like 7 alts. This is a problem that I have. If you didn't know, literally, if an event comes out and I have 30 characters, I do the event 30 times. It's really bad. I prioritize the ones that I care about, and then I do the rest for everybody else I don't care. Easy mode. The problem though is that this event requires level 30, and it's so annoying because I gotta actually get to level 30. Anywho, did you know that there is a thing in the sky called the moon? So pissed. We're on the Milky Way galaxy. It's named after a candy bar. Shut the fuck up. What? You gotta be careful though, because like I'm so serious. I'm so gullible. All right. You can be like, I don't know if you know that. Oh, God, it was a Vine back in the day. It was such a really like. There was a Vine that was just like, oh my God, did you know that that Chris Brown died? Oh my God, what? His hair black. I would fall for that every single time. There's a bug on your wall, by the way. I fucking hate you. I'm so angry. There's actually bugs on my walls sometimes. Shut the fuck up. Shut up. Don't you even clip that. You literally can't do that though, because there's actually a chance that there is actually a bug on my wall because like it's the summertime. They're always what the fuck is this? Oh, you subbed. Oh my God, thank you. Also, I hate ads. Thank you for the sub. I appreciate it. Thank you. You didn't have to do that, but I totally understand it. I actually understand that because I forgot whose stream I was watching, but they had like 4 minutes of ad. Was it Happy? Yo, Mr. Happy had like 3.5 minutes of ads. I was like, bro, F that. And then somebody thankfully gifted me a sub, I think. I was like, thank goodness, bro. Holy it's actually wild how many but like it's important though. Like you kind of have to run ads. But it sucks because at the same time, like you don't want to force people to sub, but you also want to, play a turbo. No ads. Oh, isn't that like the Twitch Premium, right? That actually kind of comes in handy. I thought about getting that because there was a moment in time where I was paying for YouTube Premium and I think it was so handy. But then everyone's like, "You're dumb." And I was like, "Shut up. I'm not ashamed." Cuz like I kid you not, I don't watch television enough that I literally spend most of my time just watching like YouTube and Twitch. I kid you not. Netflix sometimes. I was watching Netflix earlier. I don't even remember what show I was watching. I kept on searching on YouTube and Twitch to see who was live or what was like added to channels. I got nothing. I sat there with just like the whatever face. So I usually really enjoy watching. That's kind of crazy actually. You know what's even more crazy is that there's so many people who genuinely are like, how do you spend all day watching people play Twitch and YouTube and whatever. And I'm like, bro, everyone fucking does it. So like it's fine. But like some people don't get it. So I understand that they don't get it, but it's also kind of like, man, it's fine, bro. I do it. Just like let me do it. Yeah. A W. We officially hit 230 on YouTube. I consider that a win. I'm actually like really trying hard to like work on the content for the sake of things. On Oh look, the bot did the thing. Check out the YouTube channel. We're growing over there slowly but surely. My goal is by the end of next month, by the end of September, I'm trying to hit 250. Yeah. Because, like, not that I don't care about my Twitch stream as much anymore, but I care so much more about my YouTube channel nowadays. Because, I, I genuinely watch my YouTube channel. I just do. I enjoy watching my own channel. We had to go make a new video with more clips. That'd be, yeah. Well, that's what I'm hoping for too, because I feel like, it's so weird um, because I'm not like a big streamer or like it's like crazy because I have to it's a part of the job, you know what I mean? Because I'm a low level streamer, like a baby streamer, I have to go get my own clips. That's a job and a half right there. I spend so much time just like searching for clips. Um because that's like the secret to being able to like grow and whatnot. So um but I gotta be so careful because I also don't want like the wrong things to be you know clipped and whatnot. So I have to go back and I haven't done it yet, but I have to go back and grab clips from the UCOB and the other stream. Yeah, I mean, what I'll tell you for sure is that every clip, every short that you make should go on every platform except like Instagram. Instagram is kind of whatever at this point. I stopped working on Instagram like a while ago. Even though it's really easy to just copy and paste, it's just so much more fruitful to do it on like YouTube Shorts, TikTok. Yeah, that's it. Those are the main two I think that's like the most important because like with TikTok, oh wait, that's the wrong thing. With TikTok, um TikTok is the secret. Nobody really knows about it though, but TikTok is 100% the secret. Yeah. Yeah, exactly. Like TikTok is the secret because what you're supposed to do as a content creator is you need to blow up your TikTok as much as you possibly can. Because once you get 1,000 viewers on TikTok, you need to make it so that you can stream on TikTok. Because I found out that I was trying to figure out how to go live on TikTok, and I literally can't go live until I get 1,000 followers on TikTok. It's required that you need to get 1,000 followers on TikTok, which is crazy actually. So and when you do that, I think literally everybody just immediately blows up once you do that. So, and that's my problem too. Like I don't have every single clip uh molded into a TikTok or like a YouTube short and that kind of thing. But I should. I mean, I do, but like I uploaded there was like a Texas Chainsaw Massacre clip that we got two of those, and then I put both of them on TikTok. I'm pretty sure they didn't do anything. Like they're just kind of there. But the point isn't for it to like blow up in the moment. You just have to put them out. Like if you just put them out there, then it just gives it just has a chance of being, accessible by somebody, you know. So once you get that ball rolling, yeah, it gets pretty crazy actually. Um the very beginning of my TikTok too was like I was making like what's my highest clip? I think it's like 1100. No. Yeah. No. It is actually. Damn. Yeah, my highest thingy was 1200 100 views. Like the Kyle one, the one when you were like, watch this. Oh yeah, that's yeah, that one is hilariously just perfect timing. Um but the thing is like the videos, some of the videos do significantly different in comparison to TikTok versus like on YouTube or Twitch. Like um the clip, the short that I have on YouTube that has like 19,000 views uh has like 100 on TikTok. But the thing is like you just have to put them both out there. That's a simple goal. Just put them out there. Makes life so much easier when you do that. Bruh. So yeah, that's my thing too. I like to just go back and go watch my, like I said, I love going back and watching my own content, honestly. I gotta okay, wait, we gotta look this up now. I gotta actually do my homework real quick. 9/17/2021. I'm gonna remember this date real quick. 9/17/2021. I want to figure out which keynote was that for 14. 9/17/2021. Uh hmm. 9/17/2021. Because that was the day that they, okay, so the reason why I'm asking is because that was the day that they revealed the title screen for Endwalker. I want to see if I can, I'm so curious what the title screen is going to be for yeah, the title screen for Dawn Trail. I have no idea. Hmm, I have no idea. That's fine. All right. Because Dawn Trail's gonna be fire, dude. I can't wait for Dawn Trail. Okay. It's midnight. Y'all should just go to bed. I don't know why I'm still even here talking about nothing. I had to reset my computer anyway, so I'm literally gonna go just shower and then go. I mean, I already showered today, but I have to go shower again. I can't tell you why. But I can go shower. You're playing Baldur's Gate? Ooh. What's up, Lance? Bro, you caught us at the worst time, man. Yeah, we were about to I have to head out and get ready for tomorrow. I have to just go to bed, basically. I have a busier day ahead of me, like low key. Uh, I don't know what the plan is tomorrow. So chances are, if anything, if we're not live, well, no, we'll be live tomorrow, but I don't know what we're doing tomorrow. So I'll probably figure it out. Chances are, we'll probably go either between like DBD, TCM, or maybe I'll do reclears for 14. I don't really know though. We'll find out though. But yeah, because now I gotta I have to check and make sure there's actually no bugs on my walls. That is so cruel that you guys did that to me. Because that's actually like figure it out now. You're gonna ping the T group and ask if they can add Tuesday Saturday next week. Sick. All right, yeah, can you post it? So that sounds like a plan to me. I don't really care. I just want to. I just need to like get the re. I need to get the not the reclears. I need to get P12 out of the way because like I just need to get it out of the way. But the only reason why I haven't gotten it out of the way is because it's gotten harder to find. I'm looking for bugs, dude. I'm so mad. Yeah, there's no bugs. Cool. I've been just unable to find a party that wants to blind phase two. Like that's literally the only reason why I haven't done it. You lost your sprout? Bruh, you know what that means? That means that you're one of us. Welcome, dude. Welcome. That's good. That means you can't go back. You got to keep on playing until we get to Dawn Trail, and then when the story mode for that kicks into full gear, W. So you're just gonna have to stick with it through. Calvin group is still looking for something. Oh shit. Okay. They haven't found something? I'm so surprised by that. That was like 3 weeks ago when you asked me. Okay. Yeah, because I was looking at the recruitment page and there's still everyone, yo, surprisingly enough, in the recruitment page, everyone is still stuck in P9 and P10. It's kind of crazy, actually. I am so shocked by that. Hold on, let me see something real quick. Fresh P10, Blind Prog, current tier, finish P9, 10 Bond 3, looking for a melee. Monday, Wednesday, Thursday from 11 to 2 a.m. Can you imagine? I think some groups are starting late and they're starting now. So the groups that clear out a pitch. Oh, yeah. I mean, that's a problem, though, is that, like, the majority of people who are currently trying to do raids and whatnot, everything right now, they're either started hella late or they're starting really slow. Because I know I'm in a group technically, but they're very they're very, very, very super uber casual. They're stress free, casual, completely casual. Like, I'm pretty sure they're still. What week is it? It's like week 14, right? I think, like, low key. It's like week 14, week 15, some shit. They're still doing P9. They haven't figured out limit cut. So, like, can you imagine 15 weeks into the raid, you still can't figure out P9? Yeah. So, not like, no, I don't, I'm not trying to like poop on them. I'm just saying that, like, they're so casual about doing raids that, like, if I was in their static like permanently, then if I was still stuck at P9, yeah, I'd be in shambles. So I basically sub in for them whenever they need me. Yeah. Well, that's what I told them. I was like, guys, I'm not gonna be able to like stick with the group every single way through, but I'm more than happy to sub in if you need me to sub in. Because, like, you know, time and time again, like, I feel like it ends up being the case scenario. Yeah. Um so then there's gonna come that time into like 6.5 where everyone is gonna start like taxiing into P12. I'm cool with that part too. Because, like, that's what happened with P8. Like, people were doing P8 and then just taxiing into P8. So I'm probably gonna just start taxiing people into P12 and then just trying to figure that out too. Um, which, like I said, that's fine. I'm not like at a desperate pace. Um, like, not even at all. So it'd be different if it was like I said, I already have a crazy mentality set for Dawn Trail's rating when we get into Dawn Trail's rating. Like, I already know that I'm not gonna do anything at all what I did earlier this expansion, because I tested the waters and I did a really good job of doing the rating on time. But the thing is that P10 was a blockage for a lot of people through Party Finder. So what I might have to do is I might take one character and just like send it through the raid and just be like, F it. So, like, if I get my video for P9 and I clear that fight, then I'll do it for P10. But then, like, if I see that there's a group trying to do P11, I'll take an alt and just throw that alt in P11 blind and then just get that video out. Um Same thing for like P12, because that's the reason why. I was only trying to reclaim my fights instead of, I thought that I would naturally be able to figure it out, but I gotta clear the raids. I gotta clear the first three fights in 3 weeks in order to be able to get that blind video. So um I might also I have to re I should relearn the fight. I should relearn P11 as a tank. I haven't actually done it as a tank from start to finish, but I know it's really not that, like, it ain't that crazy actually. So I'll probably try and dick around with I'll mess around with tank, I think, in P11. Once I just know the positioning for the dark thing, and main tank, I'll be fine. Because, like, main tank is mad easy. Because I'm pretty sure as a tank, I must have gotten to like Shadowed Messengers, and that is it. And it's literally super super easy. Yeah, I think so. I don't know. I don't care. Whatevs. All right. I'm out of here. Everyone have a good night. Take care. Recover. Rest well. Lance, you're a W, homie. Appreciate you for coming in and stopping on by. Thank you. Have a good night, friend. Al, enjoy Baldur's Gate 3. I see your video here on the side. That's like a minute and a half long. I'm going to go look at that in a little bit. Kronzi, please do take care of yourself. Okay. Get some fluids, hydrate, all that fun jazz. Let me know when you're available for doing reclears. My schedule is yours to pick and choose. Next Tuesday though, we might be doing tea. So if we can do Wednesday next week, if we are doing raids on Wednesday, then that'd be lovely. But for now, I'm gonna go and stink. Thank you. And don't tell the secret about my name. That's your secret. Don't tell anybody. Don't tell anybody. Have a good night.